Commonwealth and Organization of American States, members of the diplomatic corps, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. It's a great pleasure and privilege for me to join all of you in this high-level symposium on sustainable development in the Caribbean. And it is a special honor to do so here. For small island developing states, this space is hallowed ground. 20 years ago, this very building was the site of the first global conference on small island developing states that adopted the Barbados Program of Action, the first compact between small island developing states and international community. And I was honored to unveil the small plaque commemorating that historical contribution here in this building. Today, it is so encouraging to be among so many leaders of the government, regional and international organizations, the private sector, academia, and civil society. Your presence highlights a continuing Caribbean commitment to put our world on a safer, a more sustainable and equitable pathway. That commitment starts with you, Mr. Prime Minister. As you have often said, I quote, Barbados is more than an economy. It is a society, unquote. You have carried forward that vision on the regional and global stage. Prime Minister Stewart served on my high-level panel on global sustainability, and he also played a very active role during the climate summit meeting, which was convened last September at the United Nations. So when, Mr. Prime Minister, you invited me to attend the CARICOM summit meeting, I had no choice. I could not say no. So that's why I am here. And thank you for your invitation. Excellencies, distinguished heads of state and government, ladies and gentlemen, the year 2015 is a time for global action. The international community is in the final stage of preparing a transformative post-2015 development agenda with a set of sustainable development goals, which will be called SDGs instead of MDGs. And I expect that whole world's leaders will come to New York to adopt this one as their vision, their leadership to humanity, aiming by 2030. That will be preceded just days from now in Addis Ababa, where I expect again the leaders of the world will come and discuss and adopt this very robust, ambitious financing for development framework in Addis Ababa. This year we'll close in Paris in December, where I expect again the leaders will adopt the very ambitious and meaningful and universal climate change agreement applicable to all the countries in this world. As leaders of some of the most vulnerable countries in the world, you don't need to be told that our planet is at grave risk. You are on the climate front lines. You see it every day. Sustainable development and climate change are two sides of the same coin. On the other hand, on the one hand, we cannot end poverty by destroying nature's bounty, which provides livelihood for billions of people. On the other hand, we cannot protect our planet Earth without putting the needs of people at the center, particularly the poorest and the most vulnerable people. Addressing climate change is essential for every aspect of sustainable development, from food and water security to energy, from economic growth to political stability. I want to salute Caribbean countries for taking on ambitious renewable energy targets. By 2020, for example, Barbados will be one of the world's top five leading users of solar energy on a per capita basis. And you are lighting the path to the future. I congratulate your leadership. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, we have a big agenda before us, a bold agenda, an agenda that will drive a development policy for next generation. The proposed Sustainable Development Goals will build on the progress and broaden the sweep of the Millennium Development Goals. The MDGs aimed to cut poverty in half, and the world met that goal. And we should be very proud of that achievement. But going halfway was never our ambition. Usain Bolt does not stop at 50 meters. We want to finish this 100 meters, and we want to have a gold medal for all of us. We can be the first generation that can put an end to global poverty, and we are the last generation that can do something to put an end, to address this climate change impact. To get there, we are working to make sure that the Sustainable Development Goals are focused, financed, and followed up with the real targets, real money, and the real determination to achieve them. In many ways, the goals represent a to-do list for people and the planet. But as I have emphasized, making it happen will take partnerships, as the theme today highlights. The third International Conference on Small Island Developing States in Samoa laid a pathway for collective action and success within the post-2015 development agenda. As we prepare for the post-2015 development agenda and the Sustainable Development Goals, there are a number of crucial areas to strengthen our partnerships. You have highlighted the need for capacity building, financing, access to technology, and improved data collection and statistics. We have heard your calls and are committed to strengthening our implementation and partnership frameworks. We need to continue working together to link the global agenda to regional agendas and to deepen regional integration. We need to work hard to ensure that the social fabric is strong, because vibrant societies are the foundation of resilient economies. We need to keep speaking up and acting in meaningful ways to address the unique needs and vulnerabilities of small island developing states and middle-income countries, such as the debt challenge. We need to put more attention on the need to expand opportunities for women and young people who want the dignity that comes from decent work. And we need to keep going the way forward towards a low-carbon, climate-resilient development pathway that will benefit both people and the planet. Through the Green Climate Fund, GCF, and in working with world leaders, I will continue to press that seeds and least developed countries are top funding priorities. Excellencies, distinguished heads of state and government, ministers, ladies and gentlemen, many of my top development advisors are here to take part in the dialogue today. We will seek ways to address your concerns, and of course we will draw from and strive to build upon your ideas. My main message to you today is to remain fully engaged and keep working with us to strengthen our partnership during this vital year for humanity. I wish you much success. Together, we can build a better, more sustainable world for all. Thank you very much for your leadership and commitment. Thank you.